What's up, everybody? It's Sam with Rowdy Alternative, and today we're with Bedford. How you boys doing?
We're good, dude.
We're rocking, but we're also rolling.
Right on. Love to hear that. Love to hear that, boys. So I guess before we dive into anything right away, just kind of let us know what you guys have been up to recently. I know it's February, still the beginning of the year. Have you guys been playing, writing? Like, what have you guys been up to?
Dude, we play all the time. We got shows every weekend right now. A lot of the 2 to 4 hour radius, but got a cool tour coming in March and stuff like that, and recording every Tuesday. That's been the big thing, in the studio every Tuesday.
Hell yeah, good to be busy, right? That's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we get like a day off maybe.
Right on, guys. So I guess just so people could get to know you, if any of you want to explain kind of how you guys came to be, how you guys formed, just in a nutshell, like how'd that all go?
Yeah, so
it's a long time ago.
A long storied time ago. Now, me and Tristan started Bedford as like an indie cover band when we were juniors in high school.
We've known each other our whole lives.
Yeah, we've known each other forever. And went throughout college as that, switched to rock. And we've been a rock band since. We got Colin about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Colin...
2.5.
2.5 years ago. Yeah. And he's just... I think the addition of Colin has just blossomed this band.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest. Like, we've had a lot of guitar players in the past. This guy is...
We love Colin.
Yeah, we love Colin.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Hell yeah. So did you all come from kind of like similar musical backgrounds, whether it's like the style you guys played, or I know you mentioned there that you switched to being like rock, I believe. So like, did you all come from the same kind of, whether it be influences or style? Like how'd that all go?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We, me and Tristan grew up just listening to the same stuff. And like I said, we've known each other our whole lives.
We had bands before this.
Yeah.
Truancy Middle School band.
Mm-hmm.
Named
so we learned music together. But we kind of branched our like musical interests in college. You know, it's not like we have alignments, but you know, he's a very folk oriented guy. I like alternative music.
I'm somewhere in between.
And Colin's in between that.
I think Colin's got a very practical taste to music. He is a little less pretentious, smell your own farts than me and Sam. We both get in the weeds and are like, check out this deep track and this. And Colin knows all those songs, but he was like, also, what about this song?
If it's a hit, it's a hit.
Yeah.
The best thing about music is that it brings something together. And I don't like people that say don't play the hits, because if it's a hit, that means it's resonating with the most amount of people possible. And this thing called music brings people together.
Yes, it does. Amen. That's right.
Yes.
That's good.
And and correct me if I'm wrong here, but you guys are from Lexington, Kentucky, right?
He is.
I am.
Yeah, he is.
They're from Mount Sterling, which is like 30 minutes east. So greater Lexington, yes, if you want to get into the weeds in Kentucky like that. But
we grew up and moved to the big city.
Right on.
Yeah, bub.
Right on. Yeah, I'm actually from northern Kentucky. Right, it's around Covington. Some may consider it Ohio, which I don't. You know, fuck that. But
are you from Covington or like Erlanger? That's the question.
I'm Erlanger, born and raised Erlanger.
Okay.
Bam! I'm a geography nut.
He is. He's crazy.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, what can I say?
He knows his place.
I know my maps, dog. I know my maps.
I've been everywhere.
Awesome. So can you guys kind of describe the scene, I guess currently, like where obviously, you know, Kentucky has like, they're very popular for like the Appalachian stuff when you look at like the country side of it. But like the rock scene, like, can you guys kind of describe how that is, how the culture, the community is?
So we're kind of the black sheep of the scene, because all those people you just mentioned, those are all of our friends and peers are the country Americanas, the jam band scene. The rock scene,
it's more punk.
Yeah, there's like a punk scene here. There's like a heavy scene. Like the kind of stuff we do, we're tweeners there. There's not really any other bands that sound like us here with just we write about stuff that's punk, and we also write about stuff that's folky, but our sound's kind of in between the two of those. And when I think Kentucky rock bands, I think Cage the Elephant, My Morning Jacket, and White Reaper, I guess. But I'd say we're much more in the vein of those bands than we are the current Kentucky rock scene.
Very well said.
But like those are the biggest bands from Kentucky that I'd say that we are similar to.
I was talking to my dad the other day after a show at
Cage and MMJ.
We're really honored to be kind of somewhat in the periphery of both of those scenes.
We've been accepted by those scenes, but we don't sound like those.
We were on a John Prine tribute on a Sunday, but we did a Nirvana tribute on the Friday at the same venue, and that's like, if that doesn't sum it up,
that sums us up perfectly.
That's kind of what we are.
Yeah, that's a good place to be in, especially like nowadays. Obviously, like you look at, smaller bands up to the biggest artists. It's like the genre lines just don't matter nowadays, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
All that matters is good music.
Yeah, and when I did listen to you guys, like when I did a deep dive into all your stuff, that is the coolest thing to me is when you can't describe like really what a group sounds like. You can't describe their style, like and like box them into one thing. Like like some of your stuff it's like reminds me of like the Black Crowes. Some of it reminds me of like the alternative stuff, even like the punky stuff. It's a really cool like conglomerate of stuff. So if you guys had to kind of describe what you sounded like how would you?
I would say we're a rock band for rock lovers, but rock was once pop. Like good songs are good songs. I'd say we were Nirvana, like the grit of Nirvana with like sublime grooviness.
What's the genre you came up with?
We are workshopping a new genre name. We got an EP coming out in May. I'm calling it Post Americana.
Okay, I like that.
Or Post American rock, if you will.
Well, we'll
see if it sticks.
That's a lot of the influences, man. How could it not be being from where we're at? Like, you grow up listening to that. My favorite radio station's the one he runs. That's just not because he's in the band. It's like, it's a conglomeration of all of that stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's neat to me that we kind of float in between all those things.
Yeah, exactly. And like you mentioned, like the sublime kind of groove, and that was something I picked up on like immediately. It's just like, so because Sublime itself, I guess we could talk about Sublime a bit, but like they're another group. It's just like you can't really describe that either. Some call it like like you got like the white boy reggae kind of thing going on, but it's like that's just like that niche, and I would put you guys in that kind of niche too. It's like it's just. You can't describe it. And I think those are the bands and artists that stick out most to like listeners like me. But the thing is that like you could, all your sounds or your songs could sound different in their own way, but you do know it's a Bedford song.
That's
like,
cool.
Like it's uniquely you guys. And I guess going off that a bit, like when you guys write and when you guys record and everything, do you guys find yourself experimenting a lot? Like, is it natural for you guys just to kind of like, boom, like something just comes out of you? Or is it like, we're going to sit down and like, you like meticulously like plan what you're going to do? I guess like, how's your process?
I don't think we've ever meticulously planned what we were going to do. The best shit just pops out.
There's this unspoken, like, me and him went to music school and stuff, so there's this like unspoken jazz philosophy to what we do. I feel like because we don't even play the songs the same each night. Like there's obviously it's the same song. There's the head, and there's the A and the B sections and all the sections, but like my interpretation that night and his are going to be different, and that's so special because then that's how you get bands that do that thing where it's like the solo is going bam, 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 and the drums go but they never rehearsed that. That just happened. Like I never want to lose that. And I think when we write, there's a touch of that too. Like I've got a lot of poetry and lyrics that I write, and these two guys are always coming up with melodies and little chord progressions and really just feelings, vibes. And I'm like, ooh, that feeling reminds me of this poem I wrote. Boom, song. It's usually that easy.
And going back to the unspoken rules are the ones that have lasted the longest, and the ones where, like, when someone comes together and it just feels right, it never feels like we're forcing anything. It literally just appears.
Yeah. My favorite's when we try a song. Like, we did what I just said. Colin has a chord thing. I come up with some words. Sam tweaks it all. I was like, here, change it this way. We run it a few times. Something's not right. We stopped playing the song for 6 months, a year. And then one day we're like, what about that song? And we'll just be driving to the show, and one of us will go,
What if we put it to this?
boom. What if we sped it up, slowed it down, different time signature, different key, something changes. And it like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that became a Bedford song right then. And it's funny how you'll be so close and yet so far away. And the only thing that fixes that is truly just time. You need to sit with the song.
And trust your bandmates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like that there's like that's a special thing, like just like when I like observe artists, or like when you guys tell me stories like that, there's like something in your guys' brain that like other people don't have, to where like how you just described, like you'll be driving to the gig or whatnot, and then like boom, there's the solution, that's what we're gonna do. Like how does it, I guess, for lack of a better term, like how does it like fall out of the sky for you guys? Is it just like such?
You don't want to get into the
that's the ether, bro.
Magic,
that's the ether.
We're gonna start
getting into theology. We're gonna start talking about the things you're not supposed to talk about.
We're also big nerds and intellectuals, all three of us.
I think
and
we're
so,
thinking about it too.
Yeah,
almost all.
If I think about it right now, then we might lose it.
And it's not like out of the sky. It's just like we try a million wrong ideas.
out of my ass.
Yeah, it's not out of the sky. It's out of my ass. It's just like I've pulled out so many tricks.
You've never pulled out
1,000 tricks, and then one of them just sticks. You're like, oh,
yeah,
that one works.
He listens to so much music that I like more than anybody I've ever met. Even this guy works in radio, and I still feel like he's got more songs running, just always. Yeah. And that is helpful. A skill for any musician. It's like if you can have heard every song ever, then yeah, you're probably gonna write some good stuff, because it's just all the tricks. And we're all just stealing each other's stuff.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest.
There's only 12 notes.
The good ones just get away with it, because I was having a discussion about this with somebody today. It's like, if you steal one thing from somebody, everybody's going to know. If you steal two, you might get away with it. But if you can get 3 or 4 influences in there, you just made a sound. That's new now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
I'd say it takes 3 things to make something original. That's the rule of music.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about modern music, like that kind of, there's really, 2-5-1s. There's you go into jazz, like these chord progressions are the same, for especially with you always see those guys on talent shows playing the same melodies over songs. Mm-hmm. There's only so many chords, there's only so many things, especially in Western music. So 3 things of influences together is kind of how you get originality, if you want to get scientific about it.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. That's still insane to me. Like, it makes sense what you're saying, but like I still think it's that fucking like thought process that normal people, listeners and fans, don't have, that you guys do. And it's just a thing that I don't know if anyone will ever be able to figure it out.
Unlimited combinations of just 12 notes, man.
That's really. Yeah. It just feels like the slot machine in my brain. I'm just like, my eyes are back in my head, and I'm like, it's going to be in 6/8 and in a minor key, and then there's going to be a synthesizer on it. Boom, song. And it's over. Yeah, I mean, it really does feel. Sometimes it's that easy. What I think the hard part is all the other stuff of being a musician. Like, having enough money, enough time, mental health.
What about being a content creator?
That, if you want to get into a topic, that all comes natural to people like us. You're right. I mean, maybe so. But the stuff that doesn't come natural is everything else. And honestly, it's like 70-30. Like, it's 70%.
Yeah, we spend most of our time doing the shit that we hate, just to have the opportunity to do the thing that
is be artsy fartsy.
Yeah, the thing that's the most natural thing, like the reason I exist, to do that thing that I'm supposed to do with all of my time. I have to do all this other bullshit that I hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to have the opportunity to do the thing I love.
Yep.
Yeah. And we could dive into that if you want, because like that's something that I love to talk about, is like how the social media aspect and the content creating is like obviously such a huge part of it now. And some guys and gals are like really good at it, and good for them. But like, has that been something that was hard for you? It sure sounds like it. Was that something that was hard to kind of
imposter syndrome? And I feel like I'm fit. Like, you feel like you're getting away from the thing that you love, or you're becoming a caricature of yourself to make what you're like. You want to be authentic, and we're authentic when we're on stage. But then everything else around it, to keep that, like, then I give myself the ick thinking about it, or like, and if you feel like you're a gimmick or a caricature, then it's like, whoa. So finding that happy medium has been hard, and to tell you the truth, we're still working at it.
Oh yeah. I don't think you ever really perfect it, and I also think it's just exhausting. Like, and it's first world problems. I mean, it's a blessing that we get to do
every
this
day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just but also you do have to think like a modern artist. Like when I started, I was a drummer. It was all I knew how to do. Like we barely wrote songs. We were, he knew how to play music. He wasn't even a bass player, right?
No.
And like, if you think about all the things, all three of us and his bands that he had before us that we've had to learn and become just to keep going. Like, I have to learn how to sing. I have to learn how to book shows, make content, negotiate deals and like business, and like learn different instruments and learn different influences and networking. I mean, it's crazy. And I don't think there's an industry on the planet that you have to do this many things all at the same time. Like,
There might be.
I don't know.
Let's think about it.
I don't know. It just feels like
maybe
at a local. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot. I guess there's actually probably a lot of things like that.
I didn't mean to get devil's advocate.
No, it's like small business owners. I feel like, or you just have to wear.
We are small business owners.
Yeah, you have to wear so many hats, man.
Yeah, I mean, like how you said there, like you like. Just like aside from actually doing your job and playing music and doing what you love and like you said, booking shows, if you're like a one-man show or in your guys' case, just a three-man show, whatever. I don't know what your situation is, but it's like when you do have that, all right, you got to make a TikTok today. And like it sounds like, I think for a lot of people, oh, you're just making a TikTok. It's like 10 seconds long, but it's like, okay, no, but you got to think about the fucking algorithm shit. And like, I could go on for days with this too, but yeah, how to not be cringy. It's like, I can't tell you like,
it's just like, where do I stand? I feel like Ricky Bobby, where he's just like, the hands just start levitating, man. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a beast. It's a double-headed sword nowadays.
We've been very
it
fortunate could help recently to have some help with a lot of that stuff, though. Like, shout out to Angeli and our management and stuff. Like, but that was
shout out Ryan Allen, shout out David Helmer.
Yeah, man, that was 9 and 10 years in the making to get to that point.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of like courtship and like kind of flirting with the idea, but it's just, it takes a while, man. And Bedford's been a slow burn. We've had a lot of ups and downs too, like people coming and going out of the band and us joining other bands, and
we were a cover band for the longest time.
Yeah, we've got ups and downs the whole time. So
I mean,
I feel very blessed to be where we're at now and kind of be taken serious and have a team, and a steady flow of shows and all that kind of stuff. It's you got to think
absolutely
the army of people that got you there, man. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we didn't really change anything we were doing. It's just a bunch of people started helping us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we've gotten out of our heads a little bit, but we'll always be in our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Well, let's back. Yeah. But let's back up a bit. I was going to ask you guys earlier, and this is just something I've been thinking about recently, and I hope it doesn't come out as just gibberish, but when you guys like record and you find yourselves like in the studio or whatever, because I know you guys, it sounds like you guys are like you focus a lot on your live show, like like that sounds from what we've talked about so far, like a big part of your thing. Do you ever record with the live show in mind? Like
oh yeah,
absolutely. Our number one song on streaming was written because of the live show in mind.
The whole the sign song, at that part, Colin was like, I want this part in our show where I could be like, sing this thing back to me, and that was where the whole song came from. So that's not every time, and sometimes honestly, we were doing one the other day, Mice. We were like, yeah, this is a weird recording, we want it to be experimental for that's the purpose of it.
It just fascinates me, like how there's two different like approaches you guys probably take when you do want to get crazy experimental, and then the stuff you're like, all right, I can't wait to hear this on stage, like kind of thing. It's kind of cool that you have two different mindsets like that, I guess.
It's kind of funny, like some songs you release just so people will come to the show and you can play it there with people in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then some songs you're like, I'll never, like there's a song, my favorite Bedford song, I've never played live. and
Okay.
that's off our second record, Kindred Spirits. Because there's like 96 tracks on it, dude. It's a orchestra. Like it was awesome to make, but you never pull that off.
No.
Sounds like a movie,
Right.
you know?
It was insane.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, like, because there is like, obviously, like there is stuff that you can pull off live. Some stuff that it's like it's experienced best on the record. But like aside from that, like I've always thought, as a fan, like I've always thought like the live show, in my experience, is like the most important way to like get fans. I think keep fans coming. At least, like I said, this is my experience as a music fan. Like you stumble into a club and you might find your next favorite band, and then you like their live show so much, their interaction with fans. I'm kind of curious on like what your guys' stance on that is, like the importance of the live show.
I think it's more important now than ever, especially in a social media, content-driven world, and now with the AI-driven world. Human-to-human interaction becomes the luxury. So everyone, and music discovery 15 years ago was YouTube, or Facebook. The algorithms let you through. Now everything's got a paywall. Now everything's got a score. Everything like to you're literally, it's a needle in a haystack now just to get your things through a content wall. But there's nothing that can stop a truly great live band in front of people. Will always shine through, because you could be the best social media band in the world and do all that stuff right, but if you don't have those 10,000 hours plus and that stage presence and the intangible skills that have been around for hundreds of years of playing music, or even the last 80 years of modern American music, if you don't have that time and feeling that on stage, you cannot fake that. You can't buy it. You can't.
We're 200 years from Androids,
yeah,
bro.
You can't.
We got a while before. I think we're all right.
Technology can't steal what you do with you and your instrument and connecting with people. Now, it can help you with your live show. Yes, it can give you pyro. It can give you video screens. It can give you backing tracks, which I'm anti-backing track for what I do. I've been less hateful about it recently,
right?
Because sometimes it makes sense, but I won't. Sometimes it does.
No,
help the art.
He loves technology.
I'm a purist.
Big data.
I love tech. I'm a purist when it comes to the
and at least
either
for our genre.
Yes, like, for rock and roll. Because pop music, hell yeah, give me those tracks.
Yeah,
I've been to major country arena concerts. Luke Combs, those songs sound banging with those subs, dude. Like, I get it.
Yeah. But like, I don't want to go play "We Weren't Afraid" and have the sub going boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Or just I don't care if it means that I have an actual synced light show. Because in my thing, if you're gonna add that stuff and it has to be perfect, what if you had a guy playing the lights where they play the light board along with the music? It's like the light guys in the band.
I want me and that dude to smoke a fat bowl right now. We're on the same wavelength the whole show.
You're playing the lights as the lights as an instrument.
That's how the dad used to do it.
Yeah, I want the light guy to improv with me.
I don't want the same lights every night. That would be so boring. It'd be like, and now this song is blue. It's time for the red song. Like, I don't know. Like, that's boring, man.
Yeah.
That was a tangent. My bad.
No, that was a good.
Anyway, fuck backing tracks for rock bands.
The live show is very, very important to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't, like, metal music, the most precise genre of all time, the OG metal bands, Sabbath didn't play with fucking backing tracks. Even the best metal drummers doing double kicks, they don't need the Met because they practice 8 hours a day and they can still do it without it. Yep. If you need that stuff to make your music play on stage, maybe you're just not good enough at your instrument, or you're lying to yourself about how good you are.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Because
and I completely agree.
I know some of the heavy players and the guys with speed, those are the best fucking instrumentalists.
Who did you see with a backing track recently that got you?
Yeah. I've hated it forever. I'm letting it be known. I'm letting it be known. Well, no, because heavy music is like those dudes can play and they're better instrumentalists than I am. But like, I don't claim to be that good, and I'm definitely not going to have someone behind me doing karaoke to my own fucking music.
Look, I grew up playing in church, and that was all it was, man. And that stuff, I don't know. It even didn't even make sense then, because some 16-year-old would be back there and press the wrong song. And so we're playing one song, and in my ears, I hear the other song at the different tempo, and it's like chorus 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's terrible.
I've had the luck of never having.
You've never had to deal with that.
Real music. It's the last thing.
The real purist.
I know technology. I've never played the backing tracks. I never will, but technology can't take that from us.
Listen to this guy.
Sorry. All right.
Listen to this guy.
That was great.
I love it. And on top of that, like you kind of mentioned it at the beginning there, it's just like it shows when someone gets on stage and they don't, I guess they don't have the juice, you could say. Like they have they rely on everything else besides their practicing and their rehearsing and everything like that. And I don't want to, drudge back the social media stuff, but like when people do try to just go viral on TikTok and they do go, and it works, and then next thing you know, they'll be thrown on a festival stage, and they clearly they weren't ready for it. And like it sucks for the artist. Like you could say what you want, but it sucks for the artist. Like they're just thrown to the wolves. It sucks for everybody.
We do both, man, because like I don't know how, unless you're just like truly a plant or something. Like I don't know how you would get on the festivals or get the better opening spots without giving. What is that asshole's name?
1-800-RichDaddy.com.
The CEO of Spotify, his dudes. Like, I don't know how to do it because, like, and I don't know how to not give Mark Zuckerberg some money and not get on those things. Like, you have to run those stupid little ads and things. And those stupid little ads honestly make us more money in the long run because it's an investment. You're running it's no different than
you have to meet your audience now.
But I will say, yeah, exactly. But I will say, the biggest jumps we've ever got in actual, like, that guy bought a shirt, comments on our shit now, and comes to shows again. True fans. We're live shows. We don't make a lot of them on the internet. I mean, if we do, they come to a show and are like, now I'm really a fan. Like
we build our fan base one show at a time, like 2 or 3 people at a time.
Yeah, or like when we get an opening spot where there's 200 people, then we get 100 of them right then, boom, and it's
or the few times it's been 1,000 people plus whenever we're that lucky, which does happen.
Yeah,
get them all.
We do know that we are much bigger than the stages, like not in an ego way. It's just like in terms of time and 10,000 hours.
Sweat
equity. Yeah, we could be on just about any stage.
We could play any stage
right now.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of, staying in the game long enough to get there. That's kind of our new avenue.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah, and I guess going off that a bit, just like moving on to the next, before we get into like what you guys have coming up and stuff, it's obviously February, like I said, beginning of the year, got a whole year ahead of us. Is there anything that like comes to mind about like some like short-term, long-term goals that you guys like absolutely need to like, or want to accomplish this year coming up? Anything off the top of your head?
Man, I for me personally, it's just about building a healthy fan base on our discography, right? Like that's really my big goal right now because a lot, we're getting a little older and a lot of us, it's about longevity rather than the short bursts, the marathon, whether that be kids or jobs or adjustments, but not getting it to a point where it's like we get burnt out or we have to make really big adjustments because we bit off more than we could chew or something. And the only way to really get there, in my mind, in 2026 is have that big, healthy catalog where people are just listening to your shit. So then if you do have to take a couple weeks off from playing as much as we do, you're still got that catalog of songs that people just love, and they're listening to every day. I don't know. It's like, that's the hearth fire, man. That's like keeping the fans happy, and so that's why we're in the studio every week. Because I do foresee this year, like we got a lot of touring up until the summer. Then we're going to have to slow down for a little bit, and then we're going to come back in the fall. But it's more just like, how do we make, like I said, how do we be in the studio every week? How do we keep writing every week? And how do we make those times that we do get to go on the road and be 6, 8, 10, 12 hours away from home effective? So it's not just like opportunity cost. We're at the point now where we play around town in around a 2 to 4 hour radius for 8,000, 15, whatever. Like, you can make good money. How do you make it worth traveling to new markets? And that's where we've had the ideas of doing some, like that Nirvana tribute show. You come in, you do an hour and a half of that, and then you come back with your original stuff. And that seems to be going pretty well for us. So stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Big goals. We've already got management. We've got a good booking team. It's just, honestly, it's just growth at this point.
Yeah,
Yep.
growth. More people find out about us. Keep listening to us.
Yeah.
Let us be that itch that you can't scratch.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And you mentioned the just having like a big catalog that will always be there rather than the short bursts, I believe you put it. And I guess I never thought of that, but like that just seems like obviously, going, I keep saying the word viral, but you know what I mean? Like those bursts you get. Like I feel like having rather than that, like having that consistent discography, consistent fan base that like is solid and they aren't going anywhere, like that sounds like the better thing to have rather than like the blip and then you're gone, right?
Well, yeah, and it's just figuring out ways to, like, you've heard the things like, oh, if you had 10,000 people paying you whatever this every day or every month, then that would be this much. You've heard all that math before. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you really do that to where they're getting their value?
And it's still 3 steps up, 1 step back. Like, there's still peaks and valleys. It's just when you look back and your valleys are still higher than your peak 6 months ago, then you're doing it right. But there's still very much so peaks and valleys for us doing it.
And what I love too, like about this whole project, is we've done this 10 years, and I don't think really anybody's got very many bad words to say about any of us. We're good people. We treat people right. We've been consistent. And I feel like if you just do those things long enough, it may
being nice is free.
It may never be it may never be Walmart, but I'd take a really good, healthy IGA. You know what I mean? Like, I would, because like that's still going to get all of us to where we can afford a running car and maybe a house. It ain't going to be a mansion, but I don't want any of that, because honestly, like, all of us are very much like anti-consumerism, and we're all I don't want that. I don't think any of us do. I want enough sustainability. Yep. That's what all of us are asking out of this, and I think that's very achievable. It's going to take a long time, and we may have to do other things. I mean, we work in a sandwich shop. I'll do whatever, really, as long as I'm still chasing the promised land of that.
Yeah, I mean I think the only mindset people should have is like, before they worry about getting like a big mansion or a private jet, it's like sustainability is like the key to, like, that's what everyone wants,
Yeah.
And yeah, that's awesome. But and you guys kind of mentioned like how what you guys got in store for this year. But is there anything you could tell us about like new music or anything like that coming up? Like, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah,
Colin's got all the
okay. So we got stuff coming out. We've got stuff coming out March 3rd. Withdrawal. That's an official announced release. The release after that, there's going to be a lot.
Wait. Withdrawal's like a super indie, right? It's kind of got this Weezer-ness. It's really cool, different sound for us, honestly. Okay. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot in that.
It's a bridge sound to something else coming out.
Yeah, it's a bridge.
Yeah, and then we've got some stuff coming out in April, probably. And then we're working on a little 2-song split EP that we'd love to get pressed to a 7-inch vinyl. That's the dream. About 2 songs, kind of have that post-Americana song, but big things. We're recording 2 full-length records right now. There'll be a lot of singles from it, but they're kind of, if you listen to our music for the last 2 years, we've kind of got some like heavier, raunchier, like rock and shit, and then like some of that, like, power pop's the wrong word, but the Plastic Soul, Suburban Blues. We've got 2 full-lengths we're recording at the same time. That'll be later this year because they're going to take some time to get done, but we're recording a bunch of singles right now.
They're kind of, those one's records like probably going to be called Hog Reveal, and then the other one's probably going to be called Plastic Soul, right? Okay. One's like this 70s kind of 60s, 70s thing, and then the other's kind of this 80s thing almost.
Oh, hell
90s thing.
Vintage, both vintage, modern, though. Both Bedford. And when you side by side, it's like, yep, that's the same band.
My whole thing about it has been, guys, this year with our music, can we not, like, if you go listen to Troubled, which everybody should, great record, might win Album of the Year this year in Lexington. We don't know. But I'm proud of that record, but the only thing, man, is it's all of our records very jumbled up. And I've just wanted us to, we do have all those sounds, but I would at least like just packaging brand wise, be able to be like, oh, you want the hard stuff? Go listen to this record. Oh, you like
Yep.
the dancey stuff? Go listen to this record. Oh, you like the folky Americana stuff? Here's one for you. You know what I mean? And that way, I just feel like that adds to the possibility of it catching more fire, because then the people that like that will be more into that, and the people that like this will be more into this, and they won't have to go dig through a whole record to find songs that they like. It'll just all be there for them, curated.
Yeah,
and curating our sound.
And like, we're still going to put those songs out as singles too, so it's going to be kind of, everything's just going to kind of be dripped, and like we're not a traditional band. We don't have a record deal. The days of large advances, those don't exist anymore. Or if they do, then you're their slave.
We've written songs about 2 bad ones.
Yeah, so for us, it's just, we're just going to record songs and put them out. Then eventually they'll make the collections of the songs on the record. But we're not just going to, we've been doing this too long. We've got people that want to hear it, and there's a demand for it, even in our small circle. Just record the songs when they feel good, put them out, then eventually there'll be a record. Those songs will make the record. Maybe the record comes out 9 months after the single, but eventually everything we're putting out
find its home.
Everything we're recording is a part of a greater project that we would love to get printed to vinyl and be old school with it. But just because we want it to be old school doesn't mean we're just going to sit on everything and wait and not grow and not share, because we need to write new music after that. So the thing is you just, when we turn that faucet on, is you just keep making it bigger, 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 and make that container fill up all that liquid of creativity.
Absolutely. Love that. But hell yeah, guys, you got me hyped up. I'll tell you that. And you guys, like, for sure, Bedford is like, out of like the recent bands I've discovered, and I'm kicking myself for not knowing you guys sooner, but it is one of my favorites. It was a pleasure to get to go back and deep dive on your stuff and really get to know it. And I cannot wait for what's to come. And
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a blast. Thanks you guys for hopping on. But one last thing, plugs like website, social media, just so we get it all right. Just
BedfordOfficial.com, social media, Bedford.band. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Bedford.band, BedfordOfficial.com. That goes to our link, our Comey that has all of our links and website. Just search Bedford Band on your thing. Whatever thing you have, we will surely pop up.
Yep.
Bedford Band.
Hell yeah.
Bedford Band, Kentucky, Bedford Band sign.
Hey, go subscribe
Bedford
to
Band, your mom's favorite band.
Our YouTube. I want to push our YouTube heavy. Push people to the YouTube. We got music videos.
The two of the you.
And I'm trying to get the YouTube going. That's a
bunch of music coming this spring. Definitely.
Bedford Band on YouTube.
There will be a lot of music between now and May. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys make sure to do that. It's definitely worth it. Take my word for it. And also check out Raise Rowdy Alternative. Google us. We'll pop up on anything. So thank you guys for listening. The Bedford boys, thank you guys for hopping on. This was a blast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.